Shalom, shalom. Shalom to the 12 tribes scattered the four corners of the earth. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. So, we've been raised, misled, and indoctrinated all our lives to move according to our flesh and to think according to the Babylonian, Greek, Roman, Europeanized mindset, right? And lifestyle, really, right? Death style, because the only lifestyle is following the law, statutes, and commandments, right? We've been misled to follow the heathen death style. Whether you've been in this truth a few days, a few weeks, a few months, maybe a year or two, maybe 5 years like me, maybe 10, 20 years, right? No matter how long you've been in the truth, the chances are you were living in the world and in the flesh for a longer period of time than the amount of time you've been living in the truth or living according to the word, right? So you have to now train your body. You have to train your mind, train your spirit, train your thoughts, train your actions, right? So that you can move and act according to the word. So you can act according to what the words of the book say to do, right? See, because the thing is, the longer you've been doing something, the longer you've been in a certain place, the longer you've been around certain people, right? The harder it is to break free from that environment, from that person or people, from that habit, etc., right? So it's like years ago when I stopped allowing my children, my wife, and even myself to eat foods that were bad for our health, right? GMO foods, genetically modified foods, which if you look at any type of boxes, any type of food that comes in boxes or bags or cartons or whatever, a lot of them say made with bioengineered ingredients. It means it's genetically modified. It means it's made by man. It means it's not natural. It's not from the Most High, right? Foods that have high fructose corn syrup, which is shown to slow down mice. They would give water to mice, right, that didn't have anything in it, and then they would give water to mice that had high fructose corn syrup, and it would slow them down, right? We stopped eating foods with red 40, with yellow 4, all types of artificial coloring in them, right? Artificial ingredients. And for a good time, you know, even though we knew they cause cancer, they cause all these bad things, your body still craves them, right? Your body still wants them, even though they're bad for your health, even though they can cause cancer, right? Why do you still crave them? Because your body and your mind has gotten used to, and even the parasites in your body, right? They have gotten used to consuming that poison, right? They have got used to poisoning themselves, poisoning their bodies, poisoning their minds, right? You've gotten used to that. So you literally want it, even though it's slowly poisoning and even killing you. Even though it's terrible for your health, right? We have gotten so used to wicked traditions, right? Wicked holidays, wicked habits, wicked environments, wicked ways of thinking, wicked people, right? That when we start to give them up, because you know it's good for your spirit, well, you haven't been living in the spirit that long. So your fleshly body still wants those things, those environments, those people, right? You still want that because you've had them for the majority of your lifetime. You get what I'm saying? You have been so indoctrinated to want what's bad for you that when you get what's good for you, your fleshly, your worldly side still wants what's bad for you, right? That's why it's so important for us as brothers and sisters in this truth to kill the old man and the old woman daily, right? We have to kill the old person, the lustly person daily. The person that still wants and still desires those things and those habits and those environments and those people that are bad for our souls, right? This is why baptism for remission of sins is so important, right? But even more so after that, that's why staying in the word and cleansing yourself of that old man, of that lustful man daily is so important, right? Psalm 119:9 says, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way, right? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. How do we cleanse our way? By taking heed to the word. The only way you are going to do what's right for yourself physically, mentally, and of course spiritually is by being cleansed by the word daily. Because our environments, not if this is your environment, right? If you're out here, if you're out of the matrix and you're completely surrounded by nature, right, then it's a little bit easier, right? It's a little bit easier. But when you're out in the matrix, right, you're surrounded by all these agents of Satan, right? It's a lot harder. And even more so, the majority of people that are in the matrix most of the time, you're going to still keep wanting, you're going to still keep choosing what's bad for your soul because that's what you're surrounded by and that's what you're used to, right? This is why Psalm, the first chapter, the first 3 verses, it says, blessed is the man that walks not in the counsel of the ungodly and stand in the way of, nor standeth in the way of sinners, right? You got to stop taking sinners' advice. You got to stop hanging around and standing around with a bunch of sinners, man. And sitting in the seat of the scornful, all these scornful sinners, right? That don't want to see you do the right thing. They want to lead you into sin. They don't want to see you get out of sin because they're in sin. If you get out of sin, then guess what? They can't chill with you no more. They can't be in sin with you no more, right? It says, but his delight is in the law of Yahweh. Do you delight in the book? Do you delight in the words of the Most High daily, right? Do you get your daily bread? That's why Yahushua, when he said that prayer, he said, give us this day our daily bread, right? Now that can be seen physically and spiritually, but the spiritual is even more important. I guarantee you wouldn't go a day without eating, without hurting, right? Without thinking about it. It's the same thing with this word, right? And in his law, in the Most High's law, you're supposed to be meditating day and night, right? And when you're in the word every day and every night, then you'll be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that brings forth fruit in season. You won't wither. That's the thing that I've been seeing with a lot of brothers and sisters lately. I've been getting a lot of messages and emails and things of that nature. Brothers and sisters are withering in this truth. Withering, right? The trials and tribulations, they're withering because of them. Well, I hate to say it, but if you would be in the book every day and do what the book says to do, then according to Psalm, the first chapter, you would be like what? Like a tree planted by rivers of water. You would not be withering. You would bring forth fruit, right? You will bring forth fruit in your season. You won't wither, and everything you do shall prosper. So if you're not prospering in everything that you're doing, right, I guarantee you it has a lot to do with not putting off that old man, with having them Babylonian, Europeanized, Roman, Greek mindset, and you're not in the word. You're not watering yourself as a tree with the word daily, and you're not taking heed there too, right? If you want to flee from this wicked Babylonian indoctrination and spirit of choosing what's bad for you, of thinking things that are bad for you, you have to get in the word daily and apply every single thing that you read to the best of your ability, right? I remember when we were first coming into the truth, my rib was like, man, you were memorizing these prophecies and you could break stuff down and all that. That's a gift. I wonder what my gift is. And I told her, your gift is you have an adamant spirit. Anything my rib would read, she would be like, okay, we're doing this. It says this, we're doing it. Oh, it says this, we can't do this. Okay, we're not doing it no more. She has that adamant spirit. I think that's one of the most beautiful and overlooked gifts that anybody could have, right? Where you could read every day, and every single thing you read, you are going to apply to the best of your ability. Not just picking and choosing what you want to follow and not acting on the things that are hard for you to follow. Oh yeah, I know it says that, but maybe in the future I'll do that. maybe when I'm ready, maybe when I feel like it, maybe when I get over these emotions of not being able to do this or having to do that, right? Being adamant and just, okay, it says this, I am going to do this. Because when you don't do that, all it's going to leave you is cursed and not blessed, right? That's why the word in Deuteronomy 15, it says, you'll be blessed if you keep all these commandments. And then in verse 15, it says, you will not be blessed, or you will be cursed if you do not do all these commands that I command you this day, right? You can't pick and choose. Revelation 1:3 says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, right? For the time is at hand. Just seen a rabbit just jump out the grass. That was crazy. And keep those things which are written therein. This is the part that a lot of people are missing. You can read, you can study all you want, but if you're not keeping and doing the things that are written therein, then what's the point, man? That's like learning how to fight, but then you enter the fight and you don't use nothing that you learned how to do, right? Everything just goes out the window. You just start throwing punches like a damn girl, right? When I just showed you 1, 2, kick, right? That's what studying is without applying. The end times are definitely at hand, right? Reading and hearing the word is not enough. We have to keep the things which are written if we want to even have a chance at making it through the evils that are coming, and to stand before Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and Most High, Most High willing, make it into the kingdom, right? That's what we're all striving for. We're trying to walk that kingdom's path, trying to be a part of that elect, that 144,000, right? Choose the spirit, fight the fleshly mind and the thoughts and actions that don't line up with the word. You know if something don't line up with the word, right? You know it. You feel it in your spirit if you're in the spirit of the Most High, right? If you can do that, then brothers, sisters, the kingdom is inevitable, right? Sleepy Joe, by the way, before I go ahead and end this, Sleepy Joe Biden will be giving his speech today to show what steps he's going to take, right, to combat this so-called variant, right? This Omegatron variant. He's going to show you, he's going to outline the steps he's going to take. I'm telling you, lockdowns are coming. It may not be right now, but it may be like in certain states and certain cities and certain countries, they're saying, all right, January, whatever, February, whatever, we're locking down. It's coming. It's coming. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. 2nd Ezra 15. So I'll definitely keep y'all updated on that. In the meantime, stay in the spirit of obedience and preparation. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'asham HaMashiach wa Malak Yahweh Shai. Shalom.